Chapter 4. Morrick's Journey. Morrick Ironbeard sat in his stone chamber, packing for the journey ahead. His sturdy, worn backpack lay open on the floor, filled with provisions and the tools of his trade as a cleric. He moved with the methodical precision of a craftsman, each item placed with care, each choice deliberate. As he reached for his prayer book, his eyes drifted to the mantel above the hearth, where an old warhammer lay, untouched and dust-covered. The warhammer had been his companion in a past life, a life where he fought for every inch of stone and soil. It was a weapon of his youth, its steel head nicked and scarred from battles he no longer wished to remember. When Morrick chose the path of the cleric, he'd sworn to lay down the hammer, embracing the power of healing and divine guidance instead. Yet now, on the brink of a journey into the unknown, the hammer seemed to call to him. Morrick stood before the mantel, his hand hovering over the hilt. He could feel the old weight of it, the memory of its swing, the echo of its impact. He hadn't intended to use it again. He was a healer now, a servant of the Forge Father's light. But something deep within him, perhaps an old instinct or a grim realization, urged him otherwise. "Perhaps there's still a need for you," he muttered under his breath, taking the warhammer in his hands. It felt heavy but familiar, a comforting weight that grounded him. With a resigned sigh, he slung it over his back. A part of him, buried deep, felt whole again. As Morrick stepped out into the Hall of Ancestors, the flickering torchlight cast long shadows of the stone statues that lined the chamber. Thrain stood at the far end, broad and immovable like the mountains their people called home. His face, rugged and stern, bore the hard lines of both age and worry. "So, you're really leaving?" Thrain's voice was low, almost a growl, as Morrick approached. His eyes quickly caught on the warhammer slung across Morrick's back. "And you're taking that damned hammer with you?" Morrick nodded. I'm no warrior anymore, but it feels right." Thrain stepped closer, his imposing frame standing against Morrick, his brow furrowed with a mix of concern and anger. "You've no business leaving these halls, Morrick. You've seen what's out there, the madness, the ruin. You think a prayer and an old hammer will save you?" There was a tense silence between them. Morrick squared his shoulders, meeting his brother's gaze with quiet determination. "I don't expect it to be easy, Thrain, but I can't stay here, hiding behind stone and steel while the world crumbles." Thrain's nostrils flared, and in one swift motion, he grabbed Morrick by the front of his tunic in a threatening manner. Morrick felt his brother's breath, hot and furious, on his face. "You think I don't understand that?" Thrain snarled. "I want to keep you safe. Damn it." For a moment, Morrick thought his brother might strike him or try drag him back into the depths of Ironhold. But Thrain's grip slackened, and his expression softened to one of reluctant acceptance. With a grunt, Thrain shook his head and clapped him on the shoulder, his touch firm but not unkind. "Go, then," Thrain said, his voice heavy with emotion. "But you'd better come back, you hear me? Don't make me have to drag your arse back here myself." Morrick nodded, a small smile breaking through his grim expression. "I will, Thrain, one way or another."